Right, Gemma, Robert Lewandowski to Barcelona. Give us all the details and, honestly, how realistic is this?
I'm sorry to put water into the glass of wine. I'm sorry for Barcelona fans. But right now, today, is not very realistic. And this is what my sources in the club tell me at this point. Of course, they are aware that this is an extremely attractive player, that he's ending his contract and he might be looking for a big challenge to play in a better Liga. So they are aware of that. They are having contacts. President Joan Laporta, he has a very good relationship with his manager, but his agent, I meant. But it's not realistic. That right now, Barcelona, they cannot sign a top player like Lewandowski. They need to balance the books. They have a huge fair play problem, and first they need to fix that. Then they will try to fill Xavi's necessities, what he needs for next season. But now it's not realistic. That why? I mean, this information comes from Poland, from the surroundings of the player, and why all these news are in the newspapers, in the Catalan newspapers, because of this, because of the Santiago Bernabeu, because Real Madrid are in the semifinals, Barcelona are playing the Europa League, so they are really excited about that. But I think it's just a rumor and a fantasy. They should be selling a lot of players to fit him in the fair play rules, and I'm not sure if it's going to be happening, because what my sources told me is that they are working in some other operations, like the renewal of Dembele, of Araujo, that it's almost done, and also Gavi. So at this point, it's not very real. We'll see. I'm not saying it's not going to sign for them, but it's very unrealistic. It's extremely difficult at this point.
Ale, look, there's no team that wouldn't want Robert Lewandowski, but it does seem kind of counter to the, shall we call it, youth movement that we've seen recently from Barca?
It does, but did Gemma just leave a little
gotta
window?
Leave the door open.
A little window there. She told us all the reasons why it wasn't going to happen, and said, "But wait, I'm not saying it's not going to happen." And I agree with her. And it's that point that you just made as well. The trend for Barcelona right now, it is a youth movement, and you get excited about Pedri and Gavi and Ansu Fati, and then what the future is going to be for Barcelona. And I think you continue to focus on that, on guys like Ronald Araujo that can be a good player for you, a productive player for you in that back line for the next decade. Focus on those sort of players. Make sure that you keep those players around, and then you start focusing on what is it that you're going to do in terms of bringing players from somewhere else. And if you're going to bring a player from somewhere else, while Lewandowski may seem sexy right now because he's scoring a bunch of goals and because the name that and the attention that he obviously attracts, okay, but what about the future?
Right.
Huh? What about the children?
And is it even a need?
What about the kids?
Like with Aubameyang, is it even a need?
Right. I mean, look, is he better than Aubameyang? Yes, he is. But if this is a plan that you're trying to do in logical steps, Lewandowski is a big piece that you're going to have to move around some other pieces and sacrifice some other pieces in order to fit him in. That is chasing the dream. And when you chase the dream, sometimes you get in trouble because you make desperate decisions. For me, if you're Barcelona, you continue to be systematic about this. You believe in what you're doing with your youth movement. You believe that you're making the correct decisions. You continue to build, and you don't skip steps. Going after Lewandowski is skipping steps. That's not going to get you anywhere anytime soon. Don't skip steps. Make the correct decisions. They're responsible decisions, financially responsible decisions, and then see where this goes.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.